Anything new in there about Carnival?
I'll tell you what's new, Rob. Ban, thank you, ma'am.
There have been some changes over at Carnival, and today we're going to dive into a few of them. Stick with us.
I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want.
Hi, we are Rob and Ali, sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel.
Well, it has been a bit of a week over at Carnival. They've done some changes, you've probably heard of some, but we're going to dive into three, two of which you may have heard of, and one which you probably won't have, but you need to.
It all seems like bans. That's what that was, about banning things or restricting things. So first up is your Bluetooth speaker ban. So Carnival Cruise Lines have recently implemented a ban on your Bluetooth speakers. So we're not talking about the big boom boxes here. I guess we are as well. But people are starting to now take the little speakers that you can have in your room or by the side of your sun lounger, and you kind of tap in from your phone, don't you, and play your favourite music. But the music's like really high quality on these little Bluetooth speakers and can get to sort of quite a loud volume, can't they?
They can. I'll be honest with you, I have not really noticed it too much in the public areas.
I haven't noticed it anywhere.
But but I guess there are people that are maybe playing them on their balcony or playing them a bit loud in their cabins. And
now, I never thought of balconies. I mean, we always say that people get very annoyed when people on other balconies smoke and things like that, or make a lot of noise.
Well, that's a fire hazard as well.
Throw in things. We personally haven't heard a lot of noise on balconies, but that would be annoying, wouldn't it? You're sitting there with your glass of wine and maybe your prawns or something, and you're sailing away, and the next thing somebody else's music is blaring over from another balcony. So I guess I get that. The official line though is that it is all about safety, because other people might miss the safety announcements or the public announcements. Mind you, I'd get annoyed by those myself, telling you all the activities and what's on sale, and that can get a bit of a drag. I'd rather listen to music, to be honest.
Look, I can sort of see the sort of logic behind that, but there's no ban on your AirPods or your Bluetooth earphones, and I would have thought that would have restricted your hearing a lot more than a Bluetooth speaker.
Well, people have seen me with mine. I have the bone conductors, you know, where you've probably, guys, you've watched me. So they're ones where
if you thought that it's because she's going a little bit deaf and there was some sort of sophisticated hearing aid, they're not. They're just headphones.
They're headphones, but the idea of them is they're bone conductors, so they sit on the bones here by your ears, and you get this fantastic sound with no distortion that goes into your brain, into your ears. It's amazing. But you can still hear, so I can hear everything. Unlike our daughters who have the what do you call them? The
AirPods. Yeah.
AirPods that have noise cancellation. Well, you have to throw things at our girls to get them to respond and hear anything, because they don't hear anything at all. So you'd think that would be more of a public
You would.
Safety issue.
Yeah, look, either way, I'm not a fan of listening to somebody else's music at loud volume. Having said that, I said we haven't really noticed it. So Carnival have taken the step to ban Bluetooth speakers. If you take them on board, they will confiscate them and they will give them to you at the end of the cruise. If you want to listen to a Bluetooth speaker in your cabin, however, maybe consider MSC Cruises. Oh, yes. MSC actually have a Bluetooth speaker in each cabin that you can connect your portable device up to.
Yes. Now the next one. Oh, we were aghast. We wish we had the camera rolling when we announced this one round the dinner table.
It was quite a discussion.
Last night, talk about jaw drop. Wait for this. This is changes to the late night pizza. Now, anybody who has cruised on a Carnival ship...
It's a tradition. It's yeah.
He's my best buddy, Anger, on the
on the Carnival Luminosa.
Carnival Luminosa. Best friends with him. So they make the pizzas. They have the big pizza ovens behind them. They are made fresh. You watch them rolling them out, throwing all the cheese and everything on. They go in. That's your pizza to order with all whatever toppings you want. It has your name on it.
Not literally.
Not literally, but it has your name on it, and that's mine. And it gets cut up and it gets put on the plate, and it's absolutely sizzling hot until 4 o'clock in the morning. You can
No more.
No, you can
No
even
more.
you can go to bed, get the munchies, and get up. People do get up in their gym jams and go, it's pizza time. They've got a few beers still in their little mini bar, and they go, let's go for a pizza. And this
is stories that we've heard.
it's a tradition, and you go up and you can kind of meet all kinds of people, and you have a chat with people that you haven't had a chat with normally. And
this is one of the reasons that Carnival have said that they're not stopping the pizza. The pizzas are not stopping, but they will finish at 12 midnight from the freshly made Pizzeria del Capitano. And the reason Carnival has stated is because it is holding up the service because of the queues and the time it takes to make the pizzas. So in order to improve customer service, they're stopping at 12 o'clock and they're actually putting pizza, it's a Chicago-style pizza, on the late-night buffet.
now, you and me know that a square pizza, deep pan cut, that's not a pizza. No. It's a piece of bread with some stuff slapped.
Doesn't have the love, doesn't have the care, the feeling that goes into a freshly made pizza.
No, square pizza.
No.
Who's ever had anything like it? And this thick.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what they're doing. But all the other delights, I guess, all the other finger-licking good kind of things.
Yeah,
that we
the
can
buffalo
get.
wings and the hot dogs and those sort of things. They are, however, and on the plus side, they are, however, extending the late night buffet hours, and I think they're due to stay open until about 2 or 2:30, whereas before they finished at, I think it was about 11:45. We haven't tried this out yet. When we're on our next Carnival, we'll check it out and we'll report back and see how good or bad it is. But
The other thing is, I don't know whether there's going to be anybody there to police it. So you can imagine people falling out of the nightclub. Maybe it's kind of 2 o'clock or something. I don't know how.
they don't need to police it. It'll be closed down.
What is it? Two.
Oh, the buffet.
The
Yeah,
buffet.
the
Yeah,
buffet,
the
yeah,
buffet will be open. That's what I'm saying. Is people are kind of going to go, whoa, chicken wings, and put their hands in it. No, I don't know, guys. Kind of, yeah. Food etiquette might go out the window if you've been clubbing it all night.
And that's an entire other video. They do, although when we have attended at the late night buffet before, they have had staff there and they've actually dished out the food rather than you sort of, it's not like the buffet where you help yourself, they've actually sort of put it on your plate for you. So we'll see if it remains the same.
I don't know why, but I've just had a flashback of, not a flashback, but there's footage that somebody else has done of all these little old ladies on the Lido deck on one of these cruises where they put out kind of the buffalo wings and the lobsters or something, and they just
None of
little
them.
lobster tails or something, and they all just kind of go like woof, and they're all their hands and their tongues and everything have gone in, and I'm just got visions of absolute chaos with this. Whereas at least when you had your own pizza, there was a bit of decorum because you had to wait behind glass for your pizza to be handed to you.
Absolutely. And you're right, it was social. You could talk to your fellow passengers. Some of them weren't able to talk back to you, to be honest with you, after they'd been in the nightclub.
We will give you our views on that one when that comes round.
Now, this is a new one. This is a new one that appears to have been snuck in under the radar.
What am I supposed to do with these masks now? These were our masks when we had the it was the superheroes night on Carnival. So of course, we're very conscious about saving the planet and not having things that we wear once and throw away. So everything goes into our little kind of dress-up box, which sounds a lot more exciting than it actually is. It is just all the junk that we wear when we go on these cruises and have theme nights.
Absolutely.
And there we are, worn once, and we're not allowed to wear them. So
a couple of nights ago, I was her favourite hobby, trawling through the terms and conditions of cruise line websites, and actually reading out. We came across this on the Carnival Cruise Line Australia website under the theme nights on board page where it tells you what theme nights you have.
All excited to see what theme nights that
There
were
is
coming
a
up.
special
Checking
note,
it out.
asterisk note. What does it read on?
Asterisk note says, no face covering costumes allowed for any theme night. There you go. So, yeah, there have been people who've had full costumes with... on
the unicorns on the
Sail Away, people go nuts on some of the Sail Aways, and they're not even theme nights, and people will put on like costumes.
Oh, well, that
and
won't
stuff.
count then, will it? Because it says theme nights, doesn't it? But it is. You're right. Especially with the superheroes, I would think probably more so the superheroes, where people get dressed up and they might have Hulk or Spider-Man, and some of them are full costumes. It's not just about the masks; it's the full costumes. So, yep, no longer on Carnival Cruise Line Australia. No longer can you wear those face coverings.
Well, it says no face covering costumes, so you wonder when does a face, because it doesn't say full face, it says face covering. So where does a face covering start and where does it end? So okay, you've got something like that, but then you could have something like the Elton John glasses that are all like this with the stars and things. Like, does that count?
Is Elton John a superhero?
I'm just saying, but you could decide on your rock and glow night or whatever, on that.
True.
You know, you wanted to put something rock and glowy. At what point?
At what point will the security be coming and asking you to remove that? Now, we don't know. Actually, we haven't seen this actually advertised. We just found it ourselves. We don't know the reason behind this. We can only speculate. And the speculation on my part, anyway, is that there's cameras all over the ship. Is that Carnival wants to be able to identify people should they need to. For whatever reason, I don't know, underage drinking or some
my
kind of
first
fight
thing
breaks
was
out,
first thing was underage drinking, just because in Australia it's 18, isn't it? Like in the UK, it's 18 for drinking. In the US, it's 21, so you have to be a lot older. The only other thing I said was maybe it's people in their full costumes. You know, they're going into the duty-free shops or the jewelry shops, and they're like shoving all this stuff under their cape with. Bye.
There are so many cameras. There are so many cameras on board a cruise ship that you'll have somebody sitting there and they'll just watch you around the ship until they catch you.
It's the only bit. I just thought, why would you
it's
ban
strange.
it?
It's a strange thing to do. We're not sure why they did.
And it only says on theme. It says on theme nights. So does that mean that for the rest of the time I could, and because you can't ban people from covering your face, we've been asked to wear COVID masks for how long? And if you're sick on the ship, you can wear a mask. So what's the thing? So you can wear a mask and wear your sunglasses and a baseball cap. Nobody would know who you were. So why is it that a theme night... what have you got against this then, people? As opposed to kind of a COVID mask. I don't know.
We might try that. We might take the Batman mask and wear them on a formal night or something instead.
Or
of
maybe we should just wear our COVID masks and sunglasses and just see whether security.
True.
Should we try that
We'll
and just
test
see? We'll test it out.
The curious thing about this is, though, because it got me thinking, so I checked out the other Carnival websites. It is only the Carnival Cruise Line Australia website that has this wording. Carnival US website on their similar page, which is actually called Deck Parties, does not have that wording. So you can, if you're in the US,
Does it have any ban at all? Any
Nope.
restriction? Yeah,
Nope.
that's why I was
So in the
thinking it was
US,
about the drinking, you see,
Yeah.
because that
I don't know.
was...
I don't know.
But it opens up a whole can of worms,
Actually, you know what? We
doesn't
might
it?
write to John Heald or Carnival and ask them, what's the reason for this?
Did you think this one through,
Yeah.
guys? About, as I say, like
Yeah.
you've got COVID masks. You're asking people to put a mask on.
I think we'll do it. We'll write to
Doesn't
and
make
we'll
sense.
report. If we get an answer, we'll report back.
We'll let you
Okay,
know.
and if you have any thoughts as well, put them in the comments before. Let's get a discussion going on this and see what people think about not only the mask situation, but also about the pizzas and also about the Bluetooth speakers. Let's get some comment and some conversation going in the comments.
About what you think.
Yeah.
Now we did have a little trawl through as well to see if there was anything extra we were getting, but apart from the buffet being extended, so we'll have to tell you about that one.
Yeah.
We haven't.
I'm
got
not
a
too
price.
unhappy about that because I do quite like their buffalo wings and anyway. So I've been able to have some of those. But the freshly made pizza, do they balance? Does one balance? I don't know.
Do you know,
I don't think so.
I think when they realise about kind of buffalo buffalo wing kind of sauce all over the bed sheets and the pillows after people have just gone to bed and fallen asleep with it all
What
over
do you
their
think they
face
put
and
on
fingers.
pizzas? It's tomato sauce.
Well, it's not as messy though, is it? I just imagine to me, my mind is just going, all these drunks with buffalo wings and stuff and hot dog sausages with sauce on, and it's just, they may change their mind. They may think it's false economy
Do
here, I
you
think.
not remember? Back in the UK, so just digress. Back in the UK, a kebab is not a rolled up like it is in Australia. It's like a pita bread filled with kebab meat and chili sauce.
Memories.
It was the thing to do after you'd been on a night out, and the number of times you've woken up, sat in the armchair with the television on and kebab on your chest. Anyway, I think that's where you're going.
And your
with that.
eyes, you think you can eat so much, don't you? After a night out, you kind
You
of
think you can eat it at all? Totally sober. I'm not sure it's even edible. But there you go. It's like,
this guy was posh, you see, in his younger years. In my day, when you were really stuck when you came home from a night out, it was fish finger butty. This is the English.
Yeah.
So it's fish fingers.
a butty is 2 slices of bread and butter with something in between. We
Yeah.
call it a sandwich.
It's a sandwich. We call it a butty, and so it's fish fingers grilled on white bread with all the tomato sauce. Like that.
I know where you're
after
going
a
with this.
night out.
Yeah.
It's
That's if you didn't fall asleep while they were cooking.
or leave the grill on and fall
Leave
asleep.
the grill on, exactly. Anyway, we digress. Put your comments below. Those are 3 things that we have noticed that recent changes to Carnival Australia. I'm going to say Australia because they're not all
Yes.
Carnival wide. If you like this video, if you found it entertaining, helpful, useful, or if you just want to sort of give us a bit of a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification if you want to see more of our videos.
Happy sailing, guys.
Thanks for watching.
See you
We'll
soon.
see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.